And so the best credit card trifecta experiment continues. Back in March, I put all of my spend for the month on my Citi Trifecta, which consists of the Citi Double Cash, the Citi Custom Cash, and the Citi Strata Premier cards. Back in February, I kicked off this experiment with the Chase Trifecta, as you can see right here in this video. The point of this experiment is to see which of the trifectas that I have would yield me the most points if I used nothing but that ecosystem every single month. And that's it. That's the crux of this experiment. So I'm going to go over the numbers for March and what I spent in total and what I put on each of my Citi cards and why I used that card. And like I said, everybody's situation is different. This is me doing what was best for me in the month of March. So let's go over the numbers now. And I'm going to be referring to some screenshots that I grabbed from my Citi account. So I'm not going to be looking at the camera the entire time during this video. So I apologize because I'm not good enough to remember all the numbers. So I hope that's okay with you, but I will share them on the screen with you regarding this, so you see the numbers for yourself. So my total spend here for the entire month, as you can see here, was $1,432.23. And again, this is my spend just on normal, everyday spending. No outliers. Like I'm not including travel purchases because I'm not purchasing travel all the time. I'm not including Amazon purchases because I'm not purchasing off of Amazon all the time. This is strictly just my normal monthly expenditures. So again, as you can see, the 1432.23 is the total there. And a breakdown of the spending here. Like I said, you can see the groceries at 676.60. Then dining out was 226.99. Utilities was 194.65. Car wash was $12.30. Health and fitness, GNC basically 92.54. Household 113.83, and I'll go over that what that is in a minute. Google Fi is my mobile phone service, $43.92. Google Fiber is my internet service. And of course, gas was gas purchases I did for the month of March. And so now that you see the total numbers there, we're going to go over what card I used and why I used them. So let me pull up a shot here, screenshot. So first of all, the Citi Premier card. We'll talk about this one. So as you can see here, I did put a couple of gas purchases on here, and QT Quick Trip. It's a chain of gas stations here in the Midwest. So as you can see, I visited them a couple of times in the month of March, and there's also an outlying charge here on the card, and that outlying charge is Walmart. And so what this is a proof of something I've been honing in on. So this was a Walmart grocery store, which is where I shop for groceries at. And as you can see here, I made a purchase of $21.40. And again, this is a grocery store. I only got 21 points for that purchase. And the reason why is because just like Chase does, Citi does not recognize Walmart neighborhood grocery stores as a grocery store because it has Walmart in the name. Now, this is kind of weird because as you can see here in this next screenshot, they actually code it as grocery store. So as you can see right here, this is uh, from another purchase here. It codes as grocery store, merchandise, grocery store, supermarket. So it codes as a grocery store. Citi even says it codes as a grocery store when I talk to them via their customer service. But because it has Walmart in the name, they will give 1 cent per point, and that's it. So I just wanted to show that as proof that, you know, why I'm using the cards that I'm using, for why I did use the cards that I was using for Citi. So anyway, that's the spending on my Premier card. Now moving on to the double cash card. So this is the card that I put almost everything on. And the reason why is because the double cash got 2x on everything. So, as you can see here, and I've kind of color coded this by different things, so bear with me here. Uh, as you can see, so in the red, I put those were the grocery store purchases. Those were all at Walmart neighborhood markets. So, uh, in the red, that's the red boxes there. So all of that was my grocery purchases for the month of March. And in the green here, the green boxes indicate my utilities. So my electrical, water, and gas service. So that was my utilities. The light blue box is purchase at a Walmart, like a regular Walmart store, and that purchase was for like household stuff. Like I need a new furnace filter and buying, toilet paper and Kleenex and toothpaste and that kind of stuff. So that was what that purchase was at the regular Walmart. The rest of these purchases, the GNC, the 92, so that purple was health and wellness, my GNC vitamin purchases, and the couple of like brownish maroon or whatever that color is car wash. That's where I get a couple times visited the car wash for the month of March, and the yellow is my fiber and my Google Fi purchases there. And so I put all of these purchases on the double cash because everything was 2x uh, for those purchases. So that's why I used the double cash, because number one was my grocery purchases. As you could see before, my grocery purchases were almost $700 for the month. So that's why the double cash was used mostly in the month of March. Now, going to last but not least is the Citi Custom Cash card. And as you can see here, I went out, I used this card, the Custom Cash, I used it for the dining category. So as you can see here, I went out a few times for the month of March. I mostly cook at home. So, but I do dine out a few times a month. The Papa John's was having pizza with a friend one night, so it was something easy and quick. Obviously Chipotle there, but also this large purchase, Longhorn Steakhouse, at the beginning of the month. That was my niece's birthday, so I take her out for her birthday, and so that was and that's normal spend there for March. So yeah, I put everything dining on the Custom Cash card. So yeah, in review again, the with Citi, with where I purchase groceries at, and that's the biggest point I make in this whole thing is the Citi, and again Chase back in February, you only get 1 point for grocery purchases at Walmart grocery stores. So that's why I use the double cash once again. Um, but yeah, I'm really curious to hear what you all have to say about the numbers here. And I think at the very end of the experiment, because last but not least is Amex. Amex is going to be the last of the trifecta experiment. So at the end of this, I'm going to go over the numbers for every single ecosystem that I had for the month that they were in. And I'm also going to go over the opportunity cost lost, basically. So basically it's like, okay, I used the trifecta for the month, but where could I have gotten even more value if I wasn't sticking with just a trifecta. So in other words, if I was using every single card that I have in my arsenal, or using the best card that I have in my arsenal. So we're going to go over the opportunity cost too, but also lessons learned. And I think the lessons learned part about this is going to be interesting because I know that this experiment is a little bit controversial. I've had some comments in a couple of videos where people are saying that, well, this is flawed and so on and so on. And I do agree with that. I wholeheartedly agree with that. And so we're going to go over at the very end some of the points I'm trying to make with this experiment and see what you'll have to say. But that'll happen after Amex is done. But anyway, let's talk about this in the comment section below. I'm really curious to hear what y'all have to say about this. Also, too, making the march toward 1,000 subscribers. I think I'm at like 817 right now or something like that. If you could please hit the subscribe button to the channel. Number one, it's free. Number two, it gets my channel visible to more people out there just like yourself. I thank you ahead of time for doing so. Also, too, I do have channel memberships available too now. Right now, it's $1.99 a month. Can cancel at any time. Right now, I'm putting out members only videos. I'm putting out about 2 a month right now. And those are going to stay members only because the content's a little spicier than it should be for public consumption. So those will stay behind a paywall. And if you do join, let me know because I want to thank you publicly for joining. Now, until next time, if you all would do me a big favor and please be good to each other and be respectful to each other. All right. Until next time, bye for now.